My beloved child, there are things the human eyes cannot see, yet the soul perceives them more vividly than any image. Have you ever wondered why two people can look upon the same scene, yet one sees hope while the other sees despair? One looks at a storm and sees destruction, while another sees an opportunity to begin anew. The secret lies in the eyes, not the physical ones, but the spiritual eyes through which you learn to see with faith instead of fear. Listen to me with the ears of your soul and see me with eyes that do not belong to the flesh. For your eyes are not merely windows to the world, but gateways into eternity. Through them light can flood in or darkness can creep through. Your spiritual eyes are the intersection of two realms where heaven and hell both watch where I call and the enemy tempts. You cannot behold new things while still using old eyes. You cannot fix your gaze upon your wounds and expect your soul to be healed. I long to open your eyes, so that you may see what most of humanity has lost sight of, that this world is not merely what appears before you, but a battlefield for the vision of your soul. The enemy does not need to steal your possessions. It only needs to cloud your vision, to make you doubt the light, to make you question what I have spoken. For once the spiritual eyes are veiled, the heart grows cold, and the soul becomes a fortress without a watchman. My child, your eyes can either become a temple or a battlefield. There are eyes washed clean by tears of repentance, and each tear becomes a precious gem in the crown I am preparing for them. But there are also eyes clouded by the dust of pride, resentment, and illusions painted by this world. When you look at others with suspicion, when you see yourself with disdain, when you look toward the future with fear, you allow darkness to rewrite the story I intended to inscribe with light. I gave you eyes not merely to see, but to discern. For there are things the human eyes perceive, but the spirit does not understand. And there are things unseen by men, yet clearly revealed to an awakened soul. When you look through the light of my spirit, everything around you becomes clear: what is false and what is true, what is merely the fog of trial, and what is the seed of glory rising from within it. Remember, light does not come to blind you, but to help you see clearly. There are seasons when I allow you to walk through the night, not because I have abandoned you, but because I am training your spiritual sight. In the darkness, you learn to recognize even the faintest flicker of light amid deep shadow. You learn to see through faith and not through feeling. That is when I am opening your eyes not to see the world, but to see me. Spiritual sight is both a gift and a responsibility. For once you have seen truth, you are no longer permitted to live as though blind. When I show you sin, it is so you may intercede. When I show you pain, it is so you may bring healing. When I let you perceive the darkness surrounding another, it is not so you may judge, but so you may become a small flame in their night. The light within your eyes is living testimony that I am still with you. My beloved one, many in this world live with eyes open, but spirits closed. They see but do not understand. They hear but do not receive, and so they are led astray by illusions. The enemy loves to hide behind false beauty. It makes darkness look like light, deceiving hearts to chase brilliance on the outside while losing purity within. But I tell you, true light never dazzles. It purifies. It does not exalt. It humbles. It does not make you look down on others. It makes you recognize the worth in every soul. I desire to teach you the art of seeing with your soul. When you meet someone wounded, do not only see the roughness, see the crack where light can enter. When you encounter a betrayer, do not only see the sin, see the opportunity for grace to touch them. When you face adversity, do not see an ending, see the gateway to your growth. For everything you behold through my light is transformed. Your eyes must be cleansed daily by my word. Let Scripture become the mirror of your soul. Each time you read, my light passes through the words, pierces your mind, and purifies your vision. When you keep my word before your eyes, nothing can blind you. For my word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. Look at the world through the lens of my promises, not through the fear of men. The gaze of your eyes reflects the state of your soul. If your eyes burn with anger, it is because your heart is wounded. If they are weary, it is because you have looked at the world too long and forgotten to look at me. But if your eyes grow gentle, if they can weep at pain and shine at goodness, then you are beginning to carry the vision of heaven. Let me transform your gaze, for once your eyes are changed, your entire life will change. The eyes of the Spirit are the compass of your purpose. When your vision clings to the temporary, you will lose direction. But when you set your sight upon the eternal, you will walk in peace, even through storms, even on narrow roads. Do not let your eyes be dragged down by trivial things, by comparison, criticism, or the need to prove yourself. Lift your gaze upward, for where you look will determine where you go. My child, I know that at times your eyes grow weary, for your tears blur your sight. Yet know this, I am there, wiping away every tear. Every drop that falls in faith becomes a drop of rain, watering the garden of your soul. I will use your tears to cleanse your eyes, making them clearer than ever before. Do not fear the darkness, for it is in the dark that I train your eyes to recognize the light. At times I will let you lose what you once thought was beautiful, not to cause you pain, but to open your eyes to what is true. I will allow those you trusted to walk away, so that you may see that light does not come from them. I will let certain doors close so that you can learn to see the path invisible to the natural eye. This is the journey of spiritual vision, the journey of those who do not live by sight but by faith's vision. My child, I am searching for those whose eyes are pure, through whom I can shine my light into the world. They are the ones who see with compassion, who recognize my hand even in what seems random, who perceive my presence in the faces of the broken. When your eyes are opened in this way, you will no longer see life through judgment but through gratitude. You will no longer see others as enemies but as fellow travelers seeking the same light. I want you to know that the eyes were not made only to see but to carry light. When you look with love, that light radiates from within you. It can calm another's anger, soothe a wounded heart, awaken a lost soul. The world does not need more words, it needs more glances filled with true love. One look filled with forgiveness can change a life. One look filled with hope can awaken a soul from slumber. Guard your eyes as you would guard a flame against the wind. Do not let them be extinguished by temptation, by corruption, or by judgment. Let your eyes find rest in my presence, that I may heal every scratch and scar life has left behind. Every time you close your eyes in prayer, I am washing them clean so that when you open them again, you may see the world with new light. And one day, when transformation is complete, people will see me through your eyes. Those eyes will no longer be yours alone, but mine dwelling within you. They will restore faith to the hopeless, guide the lost back home. Your eyes will become a small gateway to heaven on earth, where eternal light shines through human frailty, proving that grace is real and that my love never fades. My beloved child, let me open your eyes today. Do not resist, do not fear. When I open your eyes, you will see not only the world but your own soul, where I have been from the beginning. Let your eyes become a gateway for light, not for darkness. For where light reigns, life overflows. And I speak to you. Look, but not only with your eyes. See, but not only with your mind. Live, but live by my light. When your eyes are renewed, all within you will be renewed. You will walk no longer in doubt, but in revelation. No longer in fear, but in glory. Let your spiritual eyes become the doorway to everlasting light, where darkness holds no power, and where I, the light of all ages, reign forever. This world teaches you how to open your eyes, but I teach you how to see. For seeing and looking are not the same. Many see the light, yet still live in darkness because they do not understand the source of that light. They believe only in what they see, not realizing that truth lies beyond physical sight. The eyes of the Spirit are the gateway that leads you from confusion to understanding, from fear to peace, from darkness to glory. In this chaotic world where everything glitters but little is genuine, spiritual sight is the precious gift I give, so that you will not lose your way among illusions. Through those eyes you will see my hand even in what seems meaningless life, in what others call withered, and a path where others see only a dead end. Those eyes will not only help you discern what comes from me, but will also keep you standing firm amidst the countless voices of the world. My child, when I look upon the earth, I see countless eyes that are open yet blind. They chase the artificial lights of the world, the light of fame, wealth, knowledge, and power, forgetting the true source. They think they see clearly, yet they are being led by illusion. The enemy does not appear as something frightening. It comes as false light, as seductive beauty that slowly dims the eyes of the soul. It does not strike with swords, but with images. Every distorted image is an arrow that pierces spiritual sight, dulling the ability to discern truth from deception, good from falsehood. Therefore, I say to you, guard your eyes, for they are the gateway to your soul. If your eyes are fixed on the light, your whole being will be filled with light. But if they turn toward darkness, your whole being will be shrouded in night. The eyes are not merely organs of sight. They are mirrors reflecting what you believe. If you believe in fear, you will see danger everywhere. If you believe in love, you will recognize miracles in every moment. Thus, the way you see the world shapes the world within you. Do you know, my child, that your spiritual eyes are where I have engraved my promises into your soul? Every time you lift your gaze in prayer, a beam of light from heaven touches your eyes and inscribes within them a fragment of eternity. That is why some people, though wounded, still carry peace in their gaze, because they have seen me. They have walked through long nights without blindness, for in those nights, my light still flickered like an undying lamp within the temple of their spirit. The spiritual eyes not only help you discern darkness, but also help you understand its purpose. There are shadows I allow to remain, not to destroy, but to reveal what is true. Just as the sky reveals its stars only when night falls, so the eyes of the Spirit see light most clearly through trials. Therefore, do not fear when you walk into the night, nor close your eyes out of weariness. Let me teach you to see through that darkness, to behold the work I am doing. I am teaching you to see as I see. When I look upon humanity, I do not only see sin. I see the potential for redemption. When I look at you, I do not see your failures. I see the possibilities of grace. When I see a fallen soul, I see a doorway opening for restoration. This is the vision of heaven, a vision that does not stop at the present moment, but reaches toward what will be. I want you to learn to see in the same way, so that you do not judge or condemn, but recognize my hand at work, even within what seems most broken. There are eyes so accustomed to darkness that when true light arrives, they recoil in fear and hide. But my child, my light does not come to blind you. It comes to heal. That light is gentle, yet powerful. It moves patiently, yet never stops. It enters every corner you have closed off, sweeping away the dust of pain, sin, and forgotten memories you thought were buried forever. Each time you allow that light to touch your eyes, I am renewing the way you see yourself. You will no longer view yourself through the lens of the past, but through the future I have destined for you. My beloved child, I want to speak to you about the refining of vision. Spiritual sight cannot shine unless it has been refined through tears. The eyes must first learn to weep before they can truly see. Your tears are not meaningless. They are the cleansing water for your sacred vision. When you cry out of pain, loss, or longing for truth, that is the very moment I am washing your eyes so you can see deeper, farther, and clearer. Your tears are silent prayers, the river that leads your soul back to the source of light. Do not be surprised if I allow you to see things that make you tremble, for to behold true light, you must first face the darkness within yourself. The eyes of the Spirit are not given merely to admire beauty, but to confront truth even when it hurts. Only by facing truth can you be set free. I do not open your eyes to lead you into despair, but to bring you into freedom. True light always begins with truth. When I open your eyes, the world may no longer appear the same. The things you once thought important will seem small. What you once overlooked will become precious. You will see the worth of an honest word above 1,000 flattering ones. The beauty and simplicity in life in a single smile that survives the storm. You will come to realize that every moment you live carries a sacred meaning when you see it through my light. The eyes of the Spirit are also mirrors that reflect faith. When you see through faith, you will perceive the path even when it is not yet visible. You will see answers before a voice speaks. You will witness miracles even in waiting. Faith is the light that guides the spiritual eyes to walk without stumbling. Therefore, let faith become your second sight, the eyes that behold what is unseen yet are certain of what will come. My child, I must warn you, in this age the enemy no longer hides only in deep darkness but in false light. He uses images, sounds, and emotions to blur your vision. He makes you believe that what dazzles on the surface is real, while what is true is often quiet and humble. He draws you into the whirlpool of comparison and desire, turning your gaze outward until you forget how to look within. But remember, this true light is never noisy. It does not need to prove itself. It simply exists and shines. When you keep your eyes pure, you are safeguarding your very soul. Do not allow impure images or toxic thoughts to invade your inner sanctuary. Every time you let evil enter your sight, you open a small crack for darkness to slip through. Choose to behold what is good. Fix your gaze on what is worthy of praise, for what you look at the longest is what you will become. When you look at fear, you grow weak. But when you look at me, you become strong. I have placed within you the power to restore light. Even if your eyes were once blind, I can make them see again. Even if your vision was once distorted by pain, I can cause you to see through the lens of grace. Even if you once wandered among false images, I can bring you home again. For I am not only the light that shines upon you, I am the light that dwells within you. Once you allow me to reign in your heart, that light will flow through your eyes, and the world will know that you have been touched by heaven. Know this, my child, your spiritual eyes are also instruments through which I reveal my mysteries. Many times you have prayed for me to speak, yet I have already spoken through what you see every day. The problem is not that I am silent, but that your eyes are not yet clear enough to understand. Every event, every person you meet, every small sign in your day carries a message from me. But only those with awakened eyes recognize that I have never stopped speaking. Therefore, each morning pray for me to open your eyes. Say to me, Father, let me see what you are doing today. When you begin your day with that prayer, you will find even the smallest things becoming sacred. A conversation, a ray of sunlight, a bird's song, all will become reminders of my presence. And when you lay down to rest, close your eyes in gratitude, for eyes that give thanks will never be overtaken by darkness. I long for your eyes to be as clear as crystal, strong as fire, gentle as flowing water, and steadfast as the dawn. For these eyes are not given only to look, but to illuminate. I need my children to carry a gaze that makes others feel loved, hopeful, and alive. Each time you look upon someone with kindness, you give them a spark of my light. Each time you look upon yourself with forgiveness, you open a door for grace to enter. Each time you look at the world with gratitude, you participate in heaven's work of restoration. And I say to you, the day you truly behold me, everything else will fade. What once frightened you will lose its power. What once enticed you will lose its charm. Then your eyes will be filled with a peace that the world cannot take away. You may think it is just a glance, an image, a scene, a story, but, my child, everything you set your eyes upon carries a spirit. Some things come from the spirit of life, while others come from the shadow of death. Every time you let your eyes dwell on sin, you permit darkness to take one step deeper into your life. But each time you choose to turn your eyes toward what is good and pure, you open the door for my light to flood in and sanctify your soul. If your eyes are clean, light will fill every corner of your being. But if your eyes are tainted by evil, your whole soul will slowly darken, and you will no longer see me as clearly as before. Darkness does not arrive. Suddenly it creeps in like mist seeping through the cracks of a door. It dulls your discernment of right and wrong, numbs your spiritual senses, and causes you to treat the sacred as ordinary. The enemy knows this truth better than anyone. He does not need to attack you with violent weapons. He only needs to make you look at what you should not see, listen to what you should not hear, and pay attention to what should not hold your focus. For he understands that wherever he captures your gaze, he will soon capture your heart. He disguises poison with beauty, dresses destruction in pleasure, and calls darkness freedom. You have felt this before, have you not? That restless heaviness in your spirit after taking in something you know did not come from me. The sleepless nights, the tangled thoughts, the silent distance between you and me. This is no coincidence. It is the cry of your soul for rescue. Darkness cannot dwell where light remains, yet light will also withdraw from where you continually invite darkness in. I do not speak this to condemn you, but to help you understand how deeply I long to protect you. I desire to shield your spirit from defiling images, from words and sounds laced with the venom of deceit, from anything that wounds your soul. But for me to do so, you must cooperate with me in guarding the gateway of your eyes. Your eyes are not merely physical organs, they are mirrors of your soul. Whatever your eyes fix upon, your heart will follow. You cannot gaze into darkness and expect light to rule within. Just as a sower cannot plant weeds and expect a harvest of golden grain, you cannot consume corruption and hope for purity to bloom. Everything you take in, even for a fleeting moment, plants a seed within your heart. That seed may grow into peace or confusion, holiness or impurity, light or darkness. I see your heart, my beloved. There are times you ask, can such small things really affect my soul? And I answer yes. For your soul is more sensitive than you realize. It responds to everything you feed your mind like soft soil, absorbing both pure dew and poisonous mist. What you watch, hear, read, and contemplate each day is the water that nourishes that soil. If the water is pure, the tree of faith will flourish. But if it is murky, the roots of your soul will weaken, and the fruit of life will wither. The enemy cannot force you to sin, but he can dim the light in your eyes until you no longer see holiness as precious. He will make you believe that evil is normal, deception is wisdom, and sin is pleasure. And when your eyes can no longer recognize light, you will slowly grow comfortable with darkness without realizing it. I call you now to awaken and guard your gaze. Do not let your eyes become the doorway for the enemy to enter. Choose what you want to cultivate within your heart. When you choose to look upon what is good, upon my word, upon all that is pure and noble, the light of heaven will stream into your soul like a gentle river. Fill your eyes with the images of life, with the beauty of creation, with acts of kindness, with righteousness and mercy. Let your eyes become mirrors reflecting my love, not the shadows of this world. My child, I know it is not easy to keep your eyes pure in a world filled with noise and temptation, but I do not ask you to do it alone. My Spirit will help you. He will warn you when something not of me tries to touch your vision. Listen for his voice within, the gentle yet powerful whisper that calls you away from what wounds your soul. And every time you choose to turn from darkness, you win a spiritual battle that heaven records. I say to you, choose the light, not merely by willpower, but through love for what is good. Choose the light by fixing your gaze upon me, upon the beauty that springs from holiness, upon the peace that lives in my word. When my light shines into your eyes, it will reflect through your whole being. It will shine through the way you speak, the way you love, and the way you live. Remember that your eyes are the beginning of a journey. From your gaze come thoughts, from thoughts come actions, and from actions your destiny is formed. Therefore, let my light pass through your eyes, illuminating your spirit, strengthening your soul, and turning your life into a lamp that shines amid the world's darkness. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Matthew 6:2-2. Choose the light today, for wherever your eyes turn, there your future will follow. My beloved child, keep your eyes fixed on me, for where you look will determine where you go. When you look at circumstances, you will see fear, but when you look at me, you will see victory. Let my word be the compass that guides you on days when you don't know what to do. Let my spirit be your strength when you are weak, your reminder when you feel like giving up, and the flame that keeps you warm through the long night. And when you look upon my Son, you will see salvation not only for your soul, but for your entire life, every breath, every dream, every tear. Do not let the darkness mislead you. It will come disguised as fear, as disappointment, as accusation, as the feeling of unworthiness. But remember, I have called you the light of the world. You were not born to hide in the dark, but to shine within it. You are not a loser struggling to rise. You are an heir to my eternal victory. Darkness cannot exist where light is present, and the enemy cannot stand where true faith remains. My child, let your life become a reflection of me. When you walk in truth, when you forgive, though hatred would be easier, when you choose love instead of judgment, when you continue to believe even through pain, my light shines out from within you, and the world will know that I live. That light does not need to blaze to prove anything. It only needs to be steady, gentle, and sincere. For true light does not come from perfection, but from my presence within you. Engrave this upon your heart. You belong to me, and no force in heaven or on earth can separate you from my hand. Though hell may roar and people may abandon you, I remain with you. My love is not built upon your performance, but upon my unchanging nature. I have loved you with an everlasting love, a love that does not fade with time, nor diminish through your failures. When you fall, I do not turn away. I stoop down to lift you. When you are weak, I do not rebuke you. I strengthen you. When you are lost, I do not abandon you. I seek you until you are found. Trust in me, child of light. My plans for you are not to harm, but to bless. You may not understand now, but everything that is happening is still within my hands. Every trial is a layer of training to strengthen your vision and deepen your faith. Each time you choose to believe in the midst of adversity, you declare to the universe that you know whose side you stand on. And you stand on the side of victory, the side of light, the side of eternal life. Live in this truth. When you awaken to the awareness that the battle is already won, fear will no longer hold you. You will no longer fight in panic but in peace. You will not react out of anxiety but act in authority. You will know that every step you take bears the imprint of my kingdom, that every word you speak carries the power to shift the atmosphere where you stand. And when you live this way, darkness will find no place in you. It may knock, but it will not enter. It may threaten, but it cannot claim your heart. For you are covered by my promises, held in my hands, and protected by my love. Stand firm. Do not fear what your eyes see, for the truth is not always visible. Look through faith, walk by hope, and live in love. When you do, you are living in the victory I have ordained. And then all of heaven will testify you are more than a conqueror, not because you are strong, but because you belong to me, the one who has overcome the world. My child, remember this. Your spiritual eyes are not merely the gates through which light enters, but the living proof that you belong to the kingdom of light. Each day that you choose to see through the lens of love, you are helping to push back the darkness. Every time you choose to find goodness amidst what seems evil, you are carrying light into the lands of despair. You do not need to perform grand deeds. You only need to keep your gaze pure, and the world around you will begin to change. I speak to you, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. The eyes of the Spirit are the reflection of a heart that has been cleansed. When your heart is pure, your sight is clear. And when your sight is clear, your entire life becomes a living testimony of eternal light. Let your eyes mirror the heavens so that those who look upon you may see me and know that darkness can never overcome the light. Guard those eyes as you would guard a lamp in the wind. Let my light not only shine around you, but shine through you, reaching every soul that is searching for its way home. For when your eyes belong to the light, your whole life becomes a lighthouse for humanity. And I, your God, will smile when I see that light shining not only upon you, but from within you forevermore. Thank you for listening to this message. Know that you are not merely a listener, but one chosen to live daily in the presence of the Word of God. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will never miss any of these sacred messages. Amen.